What's going on there, citizens of the Reject Nation? We are going to watch Chucky Season 2, Episode 4 today. John or John, how's it going? John or Johnny?
I'm good and bad. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking me, John Humphrey. Anywho, guys, hey, leave a like. That's what we ask right now. The most important thing you can do. Full-length reaction watch-alongs where you sync up with your own copy for Chucky, available for our super sexy rejects over at our Patreon page. Thank you to all who have joined us over there so far. Your support means the world. Helps keep the channel alive. Let's just swing no action. We got to do this.
I told you 100 times I want fresh baked chocolate chip cookies with macadamia nuts in my dressing room. Not walnuts, you moron. Walnuts give me hives.
Is this during the seed of Chucky?
With them, you could shove those cookies straight up your...
Chucky, we're live.
Oh, hello.
He has this to promote Chucky Goes Psycho.
Oh, it's going in that tone. I like it.
We delve into family secrets, Hollywood sleaze, and the violent, depraved acts of which the human species is capable. All in the name of love.
Nice to see you too, Mom. Mom, is that blood?
No, it's corn syrup. It's your special day. Why don't you two take a load off?
Yeah, just get their coats get covered in blood. Yeah.
They're going to love that.
Are you two dating anyone?
Yeah, a guy named Paul.
Oh, how nice. And Glenn, how about you?
We're both dating Paul.
That sounds complicated.
You haven't left this house in over a year. There's a 5-inch layer of dust over everything, and your drinking has gotten out of control.
Glenn, what in the hell has gotten into you?
We've been talking to Stan, your accountant. He says you're running out of money.
I'm doing fine. Just like you two kids.
Mom, who the hell is Nica Pierce?
Oh, this is the super horror comedy episode.
Yep.
It's taking on the bride through seed tone.
Yep. It's all fair game in this universe. And they also mentioned a Paul and a Stan. Eminem references?
You installed a whole new security system because you were worried that some woman you barely knew was coming to get you?
How many times have I told you the cautionary tale of Judy Foster?
Jodie Foster. When I was little, did I ever hurt someone?
Oh, there's some emotional repression going on here.
There's a woman. She's blonde and she's screaming because she's on fire. It just feels like I'm the one who did it, and there's another voice that's a man, and he's nice. He's encouraging me. There must have been something. I mean, some sort of trauma, because, I mean, Glenn and I, we've never felt whole. All we want to know is why.
Damn, this is an approach I wasn't expecting.
I hired a little extra help for tonight. He was supposed to be here an hour ago.
I told you my improv class went late.
You're a butler?
I mean, tonight I am.
Yes, and.
Honey, all my shoes are in there. I don't want you stealing my Manolo Blahniks again.
Well, he's dead.
Not everything has to be an unpleasant surprise.
Joe Pantoliano.
Figured you wouldn't want to have people over giving your Norma Desmond vibes as of late, but isn't it nice to see everybody? I mean, Auntie Gina, Uncle Pants.
Whoa.
It's the Bound reunion.
Wow, that's cool.
Really, are you okay?
Nothing is going on.
You're amongst friends. Now, if you've been holed up here waiting for a facelift to settle,
Oh.
all I'm saying is time and money well spent.
Shut up, Joey. Too busy to call?
Jen, we have been worried about you.
Should have gone the Wachowskis in here.
Yeah, you never know by the end of the episode.
Just enough left for me. Champagne.
We'd love some.
We'd love some too.
Oh, what, Oli?
Yes, thank you.
Don't be a judgmental prick.
It's great to finally meet you. I mean, we're huge fans.
Aw, we want to get into show business too.
I don't know this woman.
Is there an, I guess Meg Tilly is
Sounds
is a
familiar.
real person. Yeah, it's like it's familiar in the back of my mind.
Everyone always assumed I was older because I got famous way before she did. You know, of course, I did receive my Oscar nomination 10 years before she did, so.
But who's counting?
Ta-da!
Oh, Jen, you look stunning.
Thank you. What are you doing? You're supposed to be downstairs.
I was improvising.
Well, don't. You've been dodging me for 24 years because clearly I did something to offend you, and Jen, Well, now I forgive you. For what? That's what I want to know.
Let's not rehash the past.
You know, ever since you did that stupid Chucky movie, it's like that's when you stopped talking to me.
It's
That's
not
when everything
stupid. The
changed.
Chucky movie was a big hit. No, if you'll excuse me, I'm just.
It's like a Louis C.K. Dane Cook thing. Or play on something real.
Ronald.
That is a character I played once. Are you a fan?
Of you? No. Hell no. No. I cheered when Tony destroyed your Guido ass. Your head in that bag?
Spoilers.
Yep.
You should have watched it, John. It's a great show.
Now I can never watch it.
A little easy on the stereotyping. Not all of us are gangsters. Some of us are just actors.
Okay, Ralphie.
You gambone.
It's not my ethnicity I draw from. It's my natural rage at morons like you.
What about you, Gina?
Oh, please do not call me.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm on a reality show.
It wasn't a reality show. It was hardcore reality. Laguna Beach last summer.
I beg your pardon, sir.
No, I swear to God, if I knew you were famous, I would have called you back.
Oh, God.
Glenn and I are both non-binary. That's kind of the point. We go by they, them.
Yeah, but they, them have always been plural. Strong and white, the Holy Bible of the English language dictates that.
Why don't you drag yourself into the 21st century, asswat?
Are they all going to kill him tonight?
Everyone.
If I wasn't so desperate for help, I'd kill you myself.
Why don't you just put up some cameras?
Because I have nosy teenagers and I can't take any chances.
Well, what are you hiding in there anyway?
My girlfriend and my husband.
That is true.
Hooray for Hollywood.
You're gonna die by that bottle, bro.
Ah! Oh my God. Oh my.
Oh my God, Nica escaped.
You know how the twins love a murder mystery.
Wait. This is a murder mystery party?
Exactly, Gina.
You know I love that.
Yes. Not really. He's just, an actor.
That guy is no actor. He's solid oak. I can see his eyes moving from here.
Arsenic. What is so important about that room?
Yeah, it looks like Rapunzel's bedroom or something.
I am going to be asking all the questions. Nica.
How did Nica escape?
She running around on stumps.
Oh, she got help. Andy?
Eddie Caputo back from the grave.
I was trying to make out the shape of that guy.
Yeah, seems a little lanky to be Andy.
The killer put the poison in the champagne bottle.
But we were all in here together.
was brilliant. That was brilliant,
Thank
Gina.
you.
Maybe you should lay off the champagne a little bit.
Auntie Gina, what about this?
Joey must have killed the poor sot in self-defense.
That's good.
That's really good.
All crimes are almost always about money.
You're just rehashing your Housewives bit from season 11.
It was not a bit.
Hey, how about this?
Basic instinct.
But all of you had multiple motives, especially when the victim refused to honor my kid's pronouns.
Who would commit murder over pronoun?
Maybe Glen or Glenda.
If you'll excuse me for a moment, little emergency. I have to go
Meg.
put out some fires.
You're going to get yourself killed, Meg. I can see it coming.
No. Okay, well, I mean, you're sleeping with someone because
No, I'm
you
not,
ghosted
no.
me.
No.
Come on, you could tell me.
No,
It's-
Gina, there's only you.
Can I tell you a secret?
Sure. Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, goodness.
Gina.
I love that they're redoing this.
This is magical.
Nica, are you there?
Gina,
Yeah, I
I think she still wants to bang you.
Yeah, probably.
But I'm totally down for it. If you let me watch.
No, just
Oh my God. Put your pants on, Joey.
I swear I didn't kill him. He was dead when I came down to get you.
She's in cahoots with whoever.
Dang.
Yeah. It's the only part of the house her stupid app doesn't know about. She never knew about this room. Me and Glenda found it when we were 9.
It's like a pillow fort room.
I want to see what she's hiding in that room. Skullduggery. I didn't think you had it in you.
Yeah, you both got a little of that killer instinct.
Where'd you get those? Auntie Gina gave them to me. We have no idea what's in there.
Might have to get ready to kill it.
I think we should get out of here. Grow a pair.
Get out of here. There's an amputated woman there.
Oh God, you would help me. Are you Glenn?
They're planned the whole time.
How do you know who we are? Your mother is a psychotic murderer who thinks she's in love with me, and she chopped off all my limbs, and she's kept me trapped in here for a year. Mom's a murderer. Mom's a lesbian. Before I can just waltz on out of here, I need a safe place to go, or your mother is gonna hunt me down, gag me, and get out of here. Don't tell her you found me. I have a plan if you'll help me. Of course we'll help you. I'll distract Mom.
Glenda looks so uninterested.
Don't leave your knife.
Forgot this.
Uh-oh. Here it comes.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Oh, does it start bringing back her nightmares?
Probably.
I'm your dad. I wanted to stay, but your mom drove me away and lied to you about it.
This is all bullshit.
So when you're ready to get revenge on your mom for keeping us apart, come back. I got a plan, shitface.
There it is.
I always meant it affectionately.
How did creepy ass Brad Dourif produce such a beautiful daughter?
Yeah, right. You know, it skips a generation.
You're a good kid, Glenn. You're definitely not like your parents. Do you know my dad, too?
Yikes.
Yeah. Is he as crazy as my mom is?
A little bit.
Yeah. It's now or never.
Cool.
It was him wheeling her? I guess so.
I mean, thinking back at...
Oh, my goodness.
Whoa.
You ready to kill your mom, shitface?
What did you just say to me, Nica?
Oh, I'm not Nica.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looked more like Glenda in the window then.
Jen, can you stop this? No, I didn't kill you. Stop it. Just stop it.
Uh-oh.
Hiya, Tiff.
Oh, Chucky. Why don't you just die already?
You first.
Take the shot, Meg. Jump in front of it.
Yes.
Chucky, please. We can still work things out.
Mascara.
You already broke my heart, Chucky.
Okay, the head it is.
I'm sorry. So is she supposed to be the murderer? Because we haven't met her. It's not totally fair that we don't.
I'm almost gonna miss you, Tiff.
No.
Almost!
Glenn!
You bastard! I'm sorry, Nica. I'm sorry.
Are you following this?
You...
Put your hooks into her.
Come on!
Oh, Nica, that was your chance. Although you would have looked like a straight-up murderer and gone to jail if you had done that. Holy crap!
Yeah.
Mom needs help. We all do. Just ask her. Who's Tiffany Valentine?
Chucky's Agatha Christie story.
Oh my god.
This.
Damn.
I have no idea. Was it Kyle? Yeah.
Glenn, you're not coming. Just drive.
So by extension, Andy would be.
One would imagine. Maybe. I'm still 50-50.
Now, let's roll the tape.
Just enough left for me.
Yes.
We'd love some. We'd love some too.
Oh, Jen, you look stunning.
Thank you.
There's my girl.
You know it. What?
It had to be.
The killer reawakened.
Who took the bullets out of the gun?
I knew she was seeing someone else.
It's not what you think.
Really, Joey No Pants?
Ha ha ha.
Do you love her or not?
I love her.
Wrong answer.
Damn. That's awesome.
The network's concerned fans might have missed seeing yours truly in action. Plus, they've probably missed hearing my 10 allotted F-bombs.
Wait, they only give you 10 F-bombs per episode?
It's in the contract.
Roll the tape.
I want Chucky to kill me.
Isn't that a dream?
It's a dream. I don't want a starring role. I don't want to lead. I just want to be brutally murdered by Chucky.
Dreams do come true.
Come on now, Chucky. You know I was only kidding.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Say the words, transfer soul.
Thank you very much. This concludes our very special episode of Chucky. Tune in again next week as I continue to torture those dipshit kids. Sweet dreams.
Well done. Well done.
What did you think?
I was delighted by that entire experience. I love an episode that diverts from the main plot and focuses in on a side character, but a very important side character at that. And then has on top of that just the carte blanche and the freedom to go off-roading and to bring in some other. It's like we're already here having Jennifer Tilly be Jennifer Tilly, but not Jennifer Tilly, and using Jennifer Tilly's life as an instrument. So now, bringing in actual other people from some of her most. From Bound, which is one of her most iconic movies, and then also bringing in her sister and all this other stuff. Like, I just loved the layers on layers of, like, this seemed like a really fun episode to conceive of and write, and especially as a reintroduction for, the new Glen and Glenda, grown up to the point that they have. I thought it was a nice choice to then really make the episode special to showcase them without necessarily having to do like a deep dive into here's where they've been all this time. You get a fascinating present day diversion with this whole weird meta murder mystery, but also it seems like a nice fitting reintroduction to Glen and Glenda because they do have that element of like there is the killer instinct, and now that they've been separated, you can see how it affects the both of them. And now clearly Glenda is the one with, the more killer instinct, and Glen is the more sympathetic of the two. And but it still leaves some level of maybe a mystery as to, if that lurks within Glen as well. So, I was delighted by this. What did you think?
Yeah. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I think you enjoyed it a lot more than I did. I'm kind of in the divide here for it. I think if you haven't seen Bound, I don't think you're really. I don't know. Does that really click for you at all? A lot of this click for you? I can't. I don't want to say it wouldn't because I know that even if you haven't seen it, I'm sure a lot of this would. There was something kind of fascinating to me about kind of the whimsy of it. Yeah. It took a little bit of time for me to really just. It's like. I enjoyed it. I don't prefer this style over what the show generally is like, if that makes sense. Like I enjoyed it, but I like something when it actually is a little scary.
Yeah, that's fair.
A little suspenseful, a little bit horror based, and this was. It didn't go like full on like Seed of. It really went there like the Seed of Chucky meta-ness. Like it was more in tune with that.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it overall. I think Jennifer Tilly really holds it down here. Like she is so hilarious, and like she's so. It's really. I think it's easy to overlook her when she is so good. She is like brilliant in this role in every uncomfortable situation that she's put in. And I enjoy Glen and Glenda. I like the way they drew that line, and you always have Chucky influencing people, and then to bring it out of his own daughter is after she seems so disturbed, and you're wondering what path is really going to go down. So yeah, I did hear Kyle would return, or I heard Kyle would be back in this season. So yeah, it was kind of. I wish I didn't hear that. You heard. What did you hear? You heard about Catholic shit? That's what you heard about?
I heard, that there would be a heavy religious angle of some kind. Catholic. If you went to Catholic school or you grew up Catholic, this will resonate with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I didn't.
Where did we leave off? I didn't rewatch the first season. Where did we leave off with Kyle?
Goodness. Isn't there like a fake out of some kind?
Fake out death, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Because I was sort of like thinking that. I guess I hadn't thought of her returning because of that.
No, but if you don't see it happen.
Yeah. Well, yeah, which is why we're all sitting here going, where's Andy? When's he coming?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. But no, I get you. I mean, like, it's not what I would want the whole season to turn into. I like it because it's a one-off episode. But I also would agree that, yeah, like, it's what the suspense of the episode ultimately comes down to is, you know, we know someone's going to open the door and find Nica. And the question is, has a Chucky broken in, or is it, you know, Glen or Glenda who is responsible for this? And I like, too, that you have the red herring that is Joey Pants, you know, turning up dead and that being completely unrelated. But, yeah, it's not the most... If you like the slasher elements of Chucky, this is probably not one of the more satisfying episodes because it's, you know, not playing on that. And it's way more down the Hollywood kookiness rabbit hole that Chucky does obviously encompass, but isn't it isn't a flavor of the most beloved era of Chucky either. So.
No, it's very seed of Chucky.
Yeah,
it's very much so. Which I think is appropriate to honor when you're doing your Glen and Glenda episode.
100%.
So there's the intent behind it. Like, don't get me wrong, I guess I'm not. It's so people. I feel like it's so easy for things to be received in a very black and white way of thinking. I'm just not super enthusiastic about the episode.
Not enamored with the episode.
Even though I liked it, even though I enjoyed it, you know, generally my enthusiasm is much higher for an episode of Chucky. And to me, I'm like, no, I was really impressed with it. I'm glad that, you know, getting the reunion back here, they really had fun messing with the alter ego personalities of putting them on screen and letting them, like, literally doing something different. Like, with bringing Gina back. You know, at first, I felt like she was just there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it seemed like she was just there doing nothing. But then when the murder mystery thing kicked in, I was like, oh, they're having a lot of fun with her.
Yeah.
now she's doing a lot of really fun things, and then I felt it was really rewarding.
Yeah.
Joe, of course, you know, like they really let him do weird shit. I loved it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
So they let him do great stuff. So I thought it's really easy to do something like this and then just have them not like do much. So to have them actually have some real fun with their characters and let them go down some type of macabre path was really enjoyable. And it's like Chucky's version of an Agatha Christie story. So I get what they were going for. And it was overall enjoyable. And there's just something about the particular flavor that in the first half of it there's something, I think it was the energy of the episode just wasn't quite clicking with me. That's sort of the momentum of it. I think the epilogue is great in terms of rap. I mean, I kind of wish we could have figured it out together as an audience as opposed to just Chucky unveiling everything. Because I'm like, come on, it would have been more, if we're doing like a murder mystery thing, let's figure it out together. Let's have the reveals happen. And I would have enjoyed seeing that. But what they supplemented it with, when you're doing your super meta episode, playing on something that I'm assuming is a real life thing that happened with the wrestler.
Oh, that podcast bit, yeah.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's that's a real clip, and that they honored that when you're doing your meta episode to bring that into the fold at the very end. I think is very enjoyable. So that's what I mean is like, even though I'm not familiar with who this wrestler is, I don't follow this. This is the first time ever hearing this podcast clip. It still made it a very weirdly, like, really enjoyable ending. And yeah, I think overall it's fun to me. I could see why people would really like this episode, so I wouldn't dog on it because I could see why people like it. And I like the movie Bound a lot.
Yeah,
yeah. So I like the visual references and then the parodies of those moments.
Well, and do we have credits? Because I was sitting here wondering too the whole time. Like, I really like the actor or actors who play Glen and Glenda and
the same person.
I was wondering that. I was like, is this a split screen? Are they doing, like...
The shot when they're looking at each other towards the end looked like a split screen.
And I was like, are their noses slightly different? I can't tell. But I think whoever the actor or actors is, I like them quite a lot, both of them, because they do feel cut of the same cloth. They do feel akin to the character as seen in the previous movies, but also... I thought the performance on both ends was actually like quality, like, good nuance and good, I don't know. Not that I would have expected less, but, I thought they did a really good job.
I think it's just one actor.
Wow. Well done. Well done. And
Yeah.
too, and
They-
just
they
like
did a lot of framing where it looked like they would be split.
yeah,
And
for sure.
There were times where I didn't feel like they were in the same room.
Yeah, no, totally.
In the way in the way when sometimes the back and forth would go.
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
amongst other people, it just didn't. There was something that felt a little off.
Sure.
Like it didn't feel like there was a chemistry between them. But in the final scene, it did. In the final scene, it definitely did. But I did notice there was always usually something dividing them.
Yeah.
In frame until that one shot, until at the very end when they go their separate paths. Then I was like, okay, yeah, this is definitely has to be like the same.
See, because it's tricky because this seems like an episode that has a lot of improv and a lot of like the actors probably having fun and figuring out, the bits and stuff. And so I would imagine that, yeah, then doing a technique like this probably is the hardest part to make coalesce in an environment like that, which I mean is impressive for the amount that they were able to do it. But I also agree there are times where I was sitting there going, wait a minute, though. Is this a split screen or what,
Well, I did appreciate with the transgender talk, though, to say the least, that they actually went into it because while, Sita Chucky has, it's apparent that it's there, but the comment, it's such a, it's such a wackadoodle movie, and it's and a lot of it is also like, is Glen and Glenda, are they going to kill? And it's not really about that with these characters. Like they really made it about they actually explored identity with them here, and I think to bring them back in a day and age where it is a big discussion, they managed to do it without making it all about that.
Yeah,
like they have the commentary. And they go more into the identity discussion without it taking away or losing a momentum about the episode,
Yeah, it's well within the boundaries of how the Chucky franchise has incorporated that conversation up until now, and the way the conversation has grown with, the public discourse. And so, here I thought it was well incorporated, and I just really like the way they realized Glen and Glenda as, I liked their, I don't know, each's aesthetic and the way that they, physically realize these characters as, these two, non-binary fluid characters. They feel very real.
Well, I think, I don't know how to pronounce this person's name, Lachlan Watson.
Boogie.
Don't know Lachlan Watson's pronouns. However, I will proceed to talk about Lachlan Watson. Lachlan Watson.
I guess they is the safest.
They will be the safest. I think they did a really, even though I would become aware, because it's really just an issue of like what clips you chose to put them together in. And, so that's, to me, it's not I'm not criticizing their performance, because I think they actually did a really great job as both these characters. Yeah. I thought they were excellent. And to really make them feel like completely different people was, I think, the smart choice too.
Sure.
Where I think there's a bit of there's a bit of a weird rules and confusion. I personally felt by the end of Sita Chucky.
Sure.
Especially when they became real life.
Yeah.
But to do it in this approach, I thought Lachlan Watson did a really great job with both characters feeling distinct. That if I personally wasn't noticing, like I could see the split in the green screening or whatever, I don't know what the proper term would be for it, but whenever I could see it, if I didn't see it, I would have assumed they were two completely different actors.
Yeah, totally. And I think they do nicely within universe to make them similar enough that, these are obviously twins of some kind, but they seem different enough to sell. I think it does kind of clarify or help clarify some of those personality aspects that aren't as clear in Seed of Chucky. That now, the question mark to me is, does Glen have any sort of killer instinct within? Because Glen obviously is the one who is not okay with murdering people, and Glenda has that, and that's in line with Seed of Chucky.
Yeah.
But, I think part of what they'll probably play with is the fact that they are such both a blend of their parents, and, one leans heavily more to one side than the other, but they are both cut of that cloth. But just as two distinct characters who need to be similar enough but not the same. I thought, it was a nicely handled dual performance. Yeah.
I didn't mean to take the step out of your rhythm here, John.
Oh, what happened?
I feel like my lack of enthusiasm dragged the energy down.
No, I'm just happy to have watched another Chucky. Man, I love this show so much.
It's so easy to,
and I'm happy to be able to discuss it even on this wavelength. Even if you weren't as chuffed on it as I was, I'm happy to have the discussion.
I just hate the black and white feedback that happens sometimes. You say shit like that, I'm like, no, I liked it, but everyone's gonna, but then you're like, I don't know, I can't believe Greg didn't like. I'm like, that's every time, so I gotta say it. Like, I just know how this goes.
Well,
and I'm just like, Jesus, I hate it. I'm just not in the, even though I'm not dealing with it right now in this moment. Just the thought of dealing with it was like, I don't want to. Like weirdly put my mood down a weird path while talking about this.
That's the risk you run when you do an episode like this. And I can maybe can't name one off the top of my head, but I feel like, whenever somebody brings up a one-off, distinct sort of side quest episode, I
usually like them.
Yeah, but I feel like, it's an easy one to be like, oh, maybe that wasn't so much for me for XXX reason, because, like it is a gamble and it is a twist and a turn and it is a bit of a risk. So it's like, it's not going to be 100% for everybody. And I do agree, as much as I enjoyed and had fun with this, I do maybe wish that because they were going for Agatha Christie and because they were doing so much in the form of emulating, she even named checks, it was like BBC detective, theater shows. You do, academically crave then a more satisfying actual mystery that, we could have, like, I like the meta bit of like, well, how are we supposed to, like, these are, there are people involved that we weren't even aware of, so we can't really piece it together. And like, it's funny that they point that out, but also you're like, man, if this had been like a really windy, if this had also been like a Knives Out Chucky mystery, that would have been that much more satisfying.
I've seen a lot of shows where they decide to do their Agatha Christie episode. So I was hoping a little bit more for that punch.
Sure.
Where you got like dysfunctional reunion.
Yeah.
And then, oh my God, someone dies.
And maybe they're all capable of it instead of being like, most of these people didn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I think what probably would have helped just add a tad bit more of a real pulse to it is if Tiffany was instantly like, who's working with Nica or who knows about this and wanted to let her out.
Instead of being so like, I can't say anything about it. Just
If it really,
pull that Band-Aid
like, who killed the
immediately.
butler?
Yeah.
Like really, who, like, is someone in on this?
Yeah.
And they just would have added a different type of scope to it all. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It's fun. It's a fun episode, and that's all they set out to really do here is just do something that was unique and fun. And I thought overall they delivered, and I think Nica is like she's so good. She's so good. It doesn't feel like nepotism at all. Like you know what I mean? Like it feels like she's just perfectly. She's since day one. Since Curse.
Yeah.
Since Curse to Chucky, she's been great. Like she's so good, and it doesn't feel like you just got it because you're the daughter of Brad Dourif. Like she is so good.
Well, and I feel like there may be, don't quote me, I feel like there may be some kind of aspect to the story of like, she maybe auditioned for like a smaller role or something, and then they were like, whoa, wait, you're so good that we're gonna basically make you the lead of this and then make you part of it. So it's like I guess it would be easy to do that nepotism, but at the same time, it seemed like it was actually like no, you deserve this role, basically. And
well, it's like only Brad Dourif can do Chucky.
Yeah.
But when she does Chucky, it's very believable.
Sure.
It doesn't feel like she's impersonating Chucky.
No. Yeah. It feels like she's in there.
She is being Chucky in that moment.
Yeah.
And it's a difficult task to put upon someone.
Sure.
And then to throw these physical handicaps in her that when she's switching between whatever emotional state. Like, if there's anything I really admired about this episode, it was the acting of a lot of people.
Yeah.
More than the writing and directing, it was really the acting of these of everyone that I thought was really solid. Like, Jennifer Tilly impressed to be this far down the line in the Chucky franchise, and then to do something like this, where I'm like, wow, we didn't even check in with Chucky until only in the bookends.
Yeah.
And you are just holding this whole episode down.
This
like,
is
you
a
are
showcase
You are
for
so
Jennifer
You are
Tilly.
so good in this episode. She's so funny, and you could feel all the different types of like racing thoughts going through her the entire time while she tries to put up a certain display, and then deal with her own ego simultaneously. Like it was done. She was excellent, and Fiona Dourif I thought was so impressive too. You know, like the desperation on things, and every little scene that she had of when she's talking with Glenn, and the way of handling the information being communicated was so good. It was so well realized, and like she's so good at being scared and desperate and frightened, and then being frightening. Like she's so good at it all.
Yeah. And apparently has like legit wheelchair skills from a prior role she'd played.
Yeah.
Which, you know, were incorporated into the movies. But here I was like, damn, like you're really throwing down on that thing. And now she got her new arms. So that's a thing. She got a prosthetic arms, which I guess Glen or Glenda must have brought.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. This is a lovely showcase for them, and a nice reminder of Meg Tilly's existence, because I feel like I've had my mind blown by that before. Like, I feel like I've seen her in things, and then eventually someone would be like, yeah, Meg Tilly, it's Jennifer Tilly's sister, and I'm like, what?
I have no idea who Meg Tilly is.
Yeah. I know I've seen movies that she's been in, and I've probably been told, but it's also one of those things where, yeah, I haven't thought of. Feel bad for saying it because she's got a pretty, long career.
She's in The Big Chill.
There you go. Psycho 2, some horror cred.
I never saw Psycho 2.
Body Snatchers.
But no, I'm not. The Big Chill, I must have seen when I was like a little boy, when being forced to watch it with my dad.
Then you
playing
should
it.
have remembered Meg Tilly.
I don't
What
remember
gives?
Meg Tilly at all. I don't remember that movie.
Yeah. And
but
apparently she's the younger one.
is she really?
That's what they said. And I guess I would take that as truth, but you never know. She was born in 1960. Let's do this.
I don't know about that. Really? I mean, I want something to
I
say.
know. Yeah, man. Age is just a number. 1960. 1958. Wow. Jennifer
Tilly's
two years older.
Wait, how old is Jennifer Tilly? What the fuck? I am so shocked by it. I thought Jennifer Tilly would be like 40 or something. 45?
She looks she's
oh my God.
Not to be that guy, but she does look incredible for her age. And
I mean,
she seems
maybe she's had like Botox or what. I mean, like Gina. What's her
Gina
name?
Gershon.
Gershon. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Gershon or Gershon. I always say
You're
Gershon. I've said Gershon my whole life.
I don't know. I've heard it both ways.
It was like she looks like she's had some work done, Gina Gershon.
Yes. Yeah.
It's
Not bad work, but work. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's obvious.
You can tell, you can tell a little bit.
It's not like men do it too. Constantly. And I always pointed out when men do it too. All right, I'm just saying.
Man. Go look at Jeff
Rest in
Bezos.
peace, Ray Liotta.
Ray
Come on, when you start doing some work, it was like, my man.
My dude.
Yeah.
My dude.
You slow that down, man.
or get a different doctor.
Mickey Rourke. All right, fair game.
Yeah.
Now,
let's get Mickey Rourke on Chucky.
That's what we were saying. Yeah, Gina Gershon. Yeah, it was noticeable. I mean, maybe Jennifer Tilly has, but it doesn't look that way. Like she looks the same to me. She always has. She's always looked the same.
Yeah.
It looks like she's actually just aged gracefully to me versus like you've had work done. So that's surprising. I mean, maybe she has. Damn, I am so shocked to learn that she's.
Maybe she's just had subtle and very little work. I don't know.
Yeah, she's like what, 64?
I guess so. Yeah.
My God,
it's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah. Okay, let me do the math here.
Yeah,
50, 60. Yeah. It's got to be.
Grab a
No.
calculator.
64. Yeah, because 2018 would be 60.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Shocking.
Dude, whatever you're doing, Jen, it's great. We need the secrets. She's half
surprising.
Asian, I guess. Maybe that helps.
Is she half Asian?
I believe so. Yeah.
It usually does help.
The fountain of youth is just being.
Are they like actual full? Are they half sisters?
I think
they don't look alike to me. I would never have said they're.
I can see it when I'm told, but if I was to if they were side by side and I wasn't thinking about it and wasn't aware, I don't know if I would actually pick it up or not.
Whatever. All right, guys, we're done. Thanks for being here. We'll talk to you soon.